In the previous class, we studied parabolic arch problem. Now, here we are going to try to understand this circular arch. The only difference between parabolic arch and circular arch in terms of solving a problem is calculation of y value, that is ordinate y, and the way we calculate theta, it is different because we cannot use the parabolic equation here. That is why you please note it, y calculation and theta calculation will be different, rest all is same, all other calculations are same. So let us see this circular arch here. In the circular arch I have shown a circle like this. In this one part of this circle is it forms a circular arch. So a is one like a left support, b is the right support, and acb is the circular arch. Now here what we have done is, our job is to find out the radius as well as theta and y values. So y is here, theta is here like this. We should be able to get this using the properties of a circle. Now you look at this here diagram. Here AB is equal to L. A and B are the supports. This is equal to L. And AM, we can see this AM here. AM, M is the midpoint. So AM and MB will be same, which are L by 2. NM is equal to D dash. You can see this is NM here. This is same as D dash. That is what I have written here. OM. Now what is this OM? You can see OM. This is OM, which is OC minus MC. OC minus MC. You can see here MC. So if I want this distance OM in the radius R, I have to remove H value. So this is R minus H. OM is equal to R minus H. OD is R. You can see again OD is R. We know from the property of a circle. So from the property of the circle, what we know here is this, that is AM into MB, that is L by 2 into L by 2 must be equal to this, that is 2R minus H, that is PM into MC. So that is what I have written here, which is directly taken from property of a circle. So L by 2 into L by 2, that is L by 2 into L by 2 is equal to 2R minus H into H. So 2R minus H into H. So from this one we can simplify for R. So from this equation R is equal to L square by 8H plus H by 2. Now in triangle ODD dash, you can see here ODD dash. In this triangle we can define few things, that is now X is equal to AM minus NM. So you can see this is X, which is nothing but AM minus NM. So in AM you need to subtract NM here. See this, X is equal to AM minus NM, which is again equal to AM minus DD dash, because DD dash and NM are same. So this is AM minus NM is AM minus DD dash, which is L by 2 minus R sine theta. So how DD dash is R sine theta? You can see this is a triangle DD dash O. In this one DD dash is opposite of theta. So this is hypotenuse here. That is why DD dash is equal to R sine theta. Finally X is equal to L by 2 minus R sine theta. Also we can see Y is equal to ND. So this Y, this ordinate at D is Y, this is ND. So ND is also equal to MD dash. MD dash. but m d dash is equal to what? So m d dash is equal to, you can see here, o d dash minus om. O d dash minus om, if you subtract here, in o d dash if you subtract om, you will get this height, that is m d dash, which is nothing but y here. So like this, o d dash minus om. So o d dash, again you go back to this triangle like this. Here o d dash is the adjacent side of this theta, that is why it is r cos theta minus of r minus h. So this r minus h is nothing but, here it is r minus, which is om. So om is equal to total r, in that one you subtract h, so you are left with small h. So finally y is equal to r cos theta minus of, into bracket, r minus h. So only this much theory is sufficient to solve problem on circular arch. So let us go to the actual problem here. This is a circular arch problem. You can see this is a circular arch ACB with 3 hinges at ACB only, subjected to UDL for the left half span and 1 point load. Actually it is acting at a distance of 10 meter from the support B, which I have not indicated, I have indicated here. So determine the reactions at supports and normal thrust and radial shear at a section 10 meter. So we need a radial shear and normal thrust at a distance of 10 meter from this side. 10 meter, we need at a distance of 10 meter from this left support. Somewhere here I want to calculate n and q values. Now you can imagine this as a simply supported beam like this, like this. Now you find out the reactions. So sigma mb equal to 0, that is, take moments of all the forces about the point B and equate it to 0. You are going to get VA, which is 325 kN. Now sigma V is equal to 0, that is, upward force minus total downward force must be equal to 0. So this is what I have done. So here I have calculated VA at this point, here I have calculated VB. So one is 325 VA, one more is 175 VB. So let us go to the next. Now to find out the horizontal reactions at A and B, so we need HA and HB values. Again the procedure remains same here. Sigma MC equal to 0 and sigma H equal to 0 I have to use. So when I say sigma MC is equal to 0, we have to take moment of all the forces about C. Consider only left part of the C here. So left part of the C has how many forces are there? HA, VA and this UDL. These are the three forces on the left of C. So take the moments of all these forces about C here. So what I have done is 325 into 20, 325 into 20 up to this point. So 325 into perpendicular distance minus 20 into 20 total load into midpoint to C, that is again 10 meter. So 20 into 20 into 10. So this is the term is related to UDL, and HA into this distance, HA into 8. So this must be equated to 0. From this one I got HA as 312.5. Now I am going to use sigma H equal to 0. So sigma H equal to 0 gives HA minus HB, sorry, this is HB equal to 0. Therefore HA must be equal to HB. So both are same here, that is 312.5. Now to find out the normal thrust and radial shear at 10 meter from the left of the support, the formula is again same whatever we used for parabolic arches. V is equal n is equal to V sin theta plus H cos theta. Q is equal to V cos theta minus H sin theta. So in case of circular arches, we have to find out radius of arch so that we can find the value of theta. Now using again the property of the circle, L by 2 into L by 2 is equal to 2R minus H into H, which I have discussed in the beginning. So from this one you substitute the value of L and H here. L and H values, H is 8 meter, L is 40 meters. So you end up finding the value of R, which is 29 meter. So now let us calculate this one. Let us calculate the value of theta here. Now you can see, already we discussed in the beginning, x is equal to L by 2 minus R sine theta. Now here x is already known to us, that is 10 meters. At 10 meters I want to calculate n and q values. So x is given, so 10 is equal to L by 2, that is 40 by 2 minus R sine theta. R is already calculated 29 meters. So substitute all these values, you are going to get the value of theta. So you end up getting theta as 20.17 degree. Now in this one, now we have to find out the values of n and q at d. So at d I am drawing a normal line, normal to the cross section, that is n, and tangential to the cross section, that is q value. I have to find out these two. So in order to find out these two values, first our job is to find v and h. So how to find v and h? So consider the free body diagram here. In this free body diagram, total vertical forces, so what I have done is total upward force must be equal to total downward force for this free body diagram. So in this free body diagram, upward force is va is one upward force. Then for equilibrium I have placed one v force here. This force is downwards, and part of the UDL for this much of length, which is 10 meter, is also acting downwards. So VA plus this must be equal to, sorry, V plus this must be equal to VA. You can see here VA, which is upward force, must be equal to V plus this much of UDL. So V plus 20 into 10. From this one, V is unknown. I am able to find out V as 125 kN. And HA minus H is equal to 0. See, for this free body diagram to be in equilibrium, this force and this force must balance each other. Then only this free body diagram will be in equilibrium. So HA must be equal to H. See, that is why I am able to find H value as, because HA is known to us, 312. Now substitute H, V and theta values in N and Q. That is V sin theta plus H cos theta, like that you will get N as 336.44. Similarly, again you can find the value of Q. So the radial shear, which is nothing but V cos theta minus H sin theta, you end up with a value of 9.575 kilonewton. This is the end of the solution. Thank you.